So let us do this thing the computer science way. Yeah, so the SQL part of it. So as usual, I'll click on start and I'll open to access. And I'll click on blank database. Mama, this thing I just open straight out. Access. I'll click on blank database. I'll save it as tax 3 in my folder on the desktop. Save. Create. Now, I would like to delete this table. I'll close it and it will be deleted automatically. How do we create now a table using SQL? I'll click on create, go to query design, I'll close the show table dialog box and I'll click on SQL. I want us to follow these notes so that you'll be able to walk along when you are at the comfort of your group. So I'm following these codes now. I'm following this code. So I'll create a table called what? The table is called what? Employee. So I'll create a table called employee. I want to add fields to the table. To add fields now, I will open my bracket and I will start putting my fields. What is the first field? Code. What is the data type? Number. What is the field size? 5. But now notice something. When we were doing it the ICT way, we tried to put the field size. It was not going right. So the field size for number does not have a field size. Number does not have a field size. The next one is department. The data type is character. And the field size is what? 10. So that field cannot take more than 10 characters. And we have name. Name is character. The field size is 20. The next one is address. Address is character. And then we have 100 or 100. The next one is telephone. Notice, I'm putting my data types with capital letter. Every keyword I'm putting with capital letters. Why am I putting with capital letters? So that I will not be confused. If you put all small letter, it will still work. I'm putting the keywords in capital letters so that I'll be able to know that capital letters is for keyword, so that I'll not get confused. So telephone and its character 8, comma. Notice that each field after the data type is comma, 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 not semicolon. The next one is salary. The data type is what? Number. Notice that number does not have any field size. So what they put here was wrong, and what they put here is wrong. If you try it exactly like this, it will not go. Notice also something. The last field does not have a comma. The last field does not have comma. So I'll cancel the comma. And then now, I will close my opening bracket and then I'll end with a semicolon. How do they declare primary keys here? Okay, so what we were trying to do is that when the GC always comes, they'll give you a table that you should input it, and they'll tell you that make the primary key to be this particular field. How do you declare a primary key? How do you tell the computer that one of the fields is a primary key? So after the last field on your table, I will now say primary key. I will select the primary key that I've said that we should use as the primary key. I have selected what? Code. So now code now will be the primary key of our table. The field called code will be the primary key of our table. And now the last field will not have a comma. You actually see, right? So when you make and then run it, the table now is generated. So let us open our table to see how it works. This is our table. This is our table. Code, department, and this. If I click on view and I go to design view, notice that the code now is having a key. Are you seeing the key there? Because we specialize that the code is the primary key. Remember that this is how they were doing this thing in ICT, right? For department we put char. For name we put char. For telephone we put char. But what is it showing here? Short text, short text, short text. Perfect. Let's go back to the data sheet view. Perfect. I hope that this step is very clear. If it is very clear, therefore you already have about 6 marks. 6 marks. You must have 6 marks.
Thank you, sir.
You must have
6 marks.
The worst is that if they tell you to create 3 tables, 6 times 3, 18 marks. If they tell you to put 20 tables, you just refuse to answer paper 1 and paper 2. Say no, you don't need all of that. I see the thing not even there, sir. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, let us now populate our table. Our table is like this. In ICT, we will start typing inside those boxes. But in computer science, you don't type inside the boxes. Tune the type paper at the down. We. Yes. That one. The alter command. Look up. After you do any command, you have to save your command. I'll click on save. I'll click on save. I'll save it as query 1. Now the query has been saved. Now I want to copy this command. I'll copy it. Copy. And I'll click on create. Query design. This query. And I'll paste that very command, Control V. But now I want to now change the name of the table to employee with double E, because I want to do some correction there so that it will not upset this other one. So I've created another table with now employee now is double E, right? Yes, triple E, right? So now it will be I want us to work on this one on this table with triple E so that it will not upset what I've done, because I want us to work on that table chronologically. So now let us now follow this. Let me close this one with double E. Let me close this table with double E. And then I'll open the one with triple E. See, right? Perfect. Let us now use the alter command. The alter command, you can use it to add fields into a table or to change the data type. How can we use it? If we click on create now, query design, I'll close this stuff, SQL. I want us to type this code. I want us to type the code called alter table. Which of the tables? Employee with 3 E's. I want us to alter by this one. And then now I want us to add a new field, and that new field is called what? Email. Did our original table have a field called email? No. Email. What is the data type? Character. And then the field size is 25. And then I'll put my semicolon. If I run it, the database engine could not work because the table is open. I'll close it. I have to close my table first. I'll right click on this table and then close before I'll now run my query again. So I'll click on the query and I'll see query design. I'll be able to now run it. It has run. Finish. If I open now my table, I must see that field called employee there. Sorry, email. You're not seeing it, right? Email now has been added. So to add a field, you put alter table. You select the table you want to alter, and then you add the field. Add the field that you want to add, and then you put the data type and the field size. It is finished. I hope it is clear. It is clear. God. So the next thing that we are going to do now, I want us to alter. You can alter the table and modify. You can modify the data type. First of all, the field size for name up here. Name was having a field size of what? 20, right? Name had a field size of what? 20. So you can change the field size to 5 or 25 depending on you using the alter command. So the alter command can be used to add a field. It can be used to change the field size, and it can be used to drop. It can be used to delete the field. What if we want to delete this field called email? What if we want to delete this field here called email or salary? The command is alter table. Which table? Employee with 3 E's. And then I want to drop this field called salary. Like that. I'll click on query design and I'll click on run. The engine could not work because the table is open. So I need to close the table. It's preferable to close your table before you run any query. And I'll click on query design again and run it. Pap. It has deleted. If I click on run the second time, they'll say the field does not exist again. So if I open the table now, I will not see that field called salary again. It's no more there. Salary is no more. So you can alter the table and drop a particular field. As usual, after this I'll save my code. So I'll save it. Whatever you do, you save the query. If they tell you to do 10 things, save the 10 queries. Make sure you save it. Save it. We have already done this command to drop a table, to delete a table, right? So let us now delete this employee table that has 3 E's. So I can come here. I say drop table employee. They'll tell me that the engine is not working because the table is open. So if I click now on query design and I run it, it has dropped, right? So I'll drop it.